You say we could have done better had we only spent more, but too bad that only happens when there is a world war. And I can harp all I want about stats and repression, but do I deny World War II cut short the Depression? Wow, one data point and you're jumping for joy. And the last time I checked, wars only destroy. And there was no multiplier. Consumption just shrank as we used scarce resources for every new tank. Pretty perverse to call that prosperity. Ration meat, ration butter, a life of austerity. And when that war spending ended, your friends cried disaster. Meanwhile, the economy thrived and grew faster. But you say I too only see what I want to see. And that spending on war clearly grew GDP. Unemployment was over, almost down to zero. And that's why you're the master. That's why you're the hero. Well, creating employment is a straightforward craft. When the nation's at war and there's a draft, and if we staffed every worker in the army and fleet, we'd have full employment and nothing to eat. Because jobs are a means, not the ends in themselves. People work to live better, to put food on the shelves. And real growth means production of what people demand. And that's entrepreneurship, not your central plan. But you say your solution is simple and easy to handle, and that it's spending that matters. So why is that such a scandal? You say money sloshes through the pipes and the sluices and helps decides what the economy chooses. You say it's like an engine that's stalled and gone dark. And to bring it to life, we need a quick spark. And spending's the lifeblood that gets the flow going. So where it goes doesn't matter. Just get spending flowing. Well, you see slack in some sectors as a general glut, but most sectors are healthy, only some in a rut. And spending's not free, that's the heart of the matter. Too much gets wasted as cronies get fatter. The economy is not a car, there's no engine to stall. No expert can fix it, there's no it at all. The economy is us, and we don't need a mechanic. Put away your wrenches, the economy's organic. So what would I do to help those unemployed? This is the question you claim I avoid when we're in a mess. Would I have us just wait, doing nothing until markets equilibrate? Well, I don't want to do nothing. There's plenty to do. The question I ponder, it's who plans for who. Do I plan for myself or leave it to you? And I want plans by the many, not by the few. So let's now repeat what created our troubles. I want real growth, not a series of bubbles. Stop bailing out losers. Let prices work. If we don't try and steer them, they won't go berserk. And now that you ask me if Wall Street gyrations have challenged my worldview of self-regulation, claiming I must admit that the lesson we've learned is more oversight's needed or else we'll get burned. Oversight? The government's long been in bed with those Wall Street execs and the firms that they bled. Capitalism's about profit and loss. When you bail out the losers, there's no end to the cost. The lesson I've learned, it's how little we know. That the world is complex, not some circular flow. And the economy is not a class you can master in college. To think otherwise is the pretense of knowledge. So you say I'm on my high horse, and I'm off to the races. And you look at the world on a case-by-case basis. And when people are suffering, you roll up your sleeves and do what you can to cure our disease. You say the future is uncertain and thus outlooks are frail. And that's why free markets are so prone to fail. And in a volatile world, we need more discretion, and state intervention can counter depression. Well, people aren't chessmen you move on a board at your whim, their dreams and desires ignored. With political incentives, discretion's a joke. Those dials you're twisting are just mirrors and smoke. We need stable rules and real market prices, so prosperity emerges and cuts short the crisis. Give us a chance so we can discover the most valuable ways to serve one another.